Hi, this is Susie from Pink Diamond Guide, and I just want to stop by and do a bit of an energies update, a bit of a reading for twin flames, particularly those who are still in separation and not getting contact from their divine counterpart. So I will read from the point of view of the divine feminine, as they are most of my clients. They are who I speak to the most, and they are the ones who are reaching out for information about what's going on with the divine masculine side of the connection. And it appears like over the last little bit, the energies have really wound up. And I know that there's a wave of twin flames who are coming into unions and enjoying lots of happiness and bringing these connections online. And it's really, really wonderful to see that we can encourage the next wave of twins coming through, that these unions are real. They exist. People do come into union after having run the gauntlet of runner and chaser and no contact and chaser and that whole series that is part of the pattern of learning and growing and moving through your ascension process. So let's do a bit of a read for you and see what's going on with, we'll start with the divine feminine and see what energies are pushing against you, and then we'll have a bit of a look at what's going on with divine masculine. Righto, what have we got? So our first card, we've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Cups. Nice. We've got the Five of Wands. This one does not surprise me to see that come out today. Having had the conversations that I'm having with Divine Feminine at the moment, that one doesn't surprise me. What have we got? The World. We have got the Devil. We have got the Wheel of Fortune. This is actually, like, I'm not surprised to see what's coming out here. It's really in line with how I'm experiencing conversations with Divine Feminine right now, the frustrations that they're having. What have we got coming up from the bottom of the deck? Let's have a look how Spirit is setting the tone of the reading. We've got the King of Cups, we've got the Hermit, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Is this surprising us, guys? Is this surprising us at all? So the Nine of Pentacles really does come through as a strong, independent female energy. And we can really read this as going, you know, in a twin flame cycle, the feminine feels like they've done a lot of work and they've got a lot of things going on. Like work is okay, family's okay, money is like settling down. There's like, if 10 Pentacles is the goal here, she's 9 out of 10, and what's missing? Her twin flame relationship. So it's like, are we surprised to see that Spirit is encouraging us on our independent journey at the moment? No. Like and look here, Eight of Cups, trying to get us past the hardest times onto our new version of the journey. We do have a lot of sadness going on, a lot of regret, a lot of difficult emotions to get through with the Five of Cups there and the Eight of Cups there. So yes, Spirit is pushing us still on this big, strong, independent journey. Why? They want us to grow independently. Now the Hermit comes out when we're meant to be moving through something that is pushing us towards a lesson. So the Hermit goes into the cave, they hide away from the world, but they keep the light out. They're still willing to find out information. They're still willing to learn and grow. This is not I want to be forgotten about. This is I want time to learn and grow. This card, when it comes out, to me, it's the ascension baseline. It's like when you need to be in separation and be on your own, but you keep the light out. You're going, I still want to be connected to the world. I just need time to learn and grow. So Spirit is saying that this connection at the moment for the Divine Feminine is a solo one. Look at this. But when you're taking that time to be on your own and be in separation, keep the light out. Keep learning and growing and experiencing the world. Let the divine guide you into the next experience they have available. And we also have the King of Cups. See this? We've got like a strong, independent female, and we've got a loving, tender male with all of that love available to give. But what's in between them? Ascension. Ascension is the kicker. It really is the kicker. This time apart, this time in separation, learning and growing to bring out the best in our ability to love. See, look, she's got her 9 Pentacles. What does she need? She needs the 10th Pentacle, her King of Cups. Whether, look, don't get stuck on gender or anything of the above. This is just bringing through your divine counterpart in all of that loving energy. She's got the 9 Pentacles. She wants that extra cup with her King of Cups. And here we go. What's in between them? The Hermit. So it's like a pretty clear story, isn't it, that these separations are necessary to get you to where you want to go. And this is not news to you, is it, Divine Feminine? You know what you're in. You know what you're fighting for. And this is Spirit encouraging you to make the most of this time in separation, to learn and grow, to give your union the best chance it possibly has to come back around so you can walk on mission together and have these lessons together. Now, I want to have a big shout out to anyone who's walking through this twin flame journey and your twin is on the other side of the veil. I know you are still experiencing the pangs of separation the same way anyone who's got their twin walking on the 3D plane, and you'll be, you know, going through what your soul tribe is going through, what your wave of twins is going through. You go through too, but yours has a slightly different spin on it. The journey exists differently, but the pangs of separation are still the same. You will come into union too. You will. Even though it looks different for you, these energies are still affecting you in a very, very similar way. And the kicker for it all is this time in separation to learn and to grow and to ascension is the kicker, guys. It is the linchpin of how these things come back together. So what's the universe pushing at you right now? Look at this. See, the King of Pentacles. It is really focusing on you just moving along in the world, focusing on what you've got to do in an everyday way, even though I know the thing that is you know, making you agitated, making you frustrated is this twin flame journey. But Spirit is saying, get to work, Divine Feminine. What can we do to get you moving onto your path of ascension so that you can raise your vibration, you know, and take the pain out of the separation? Well, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Suffering is optional in these scenarios, and there are things that we can do to ease the burden of this suffering. And I know right now I'm feeling it intently. For those of you still in separation, I'm hearing you say, like, at the moment the energies are particularly draining. Like it's like you're having like a wave of suffering that's come upon you out of nowhere. Like you might have been doing really, really well, and then out of nowhere you get bowled over again. Spirit encourages you to stay on the path and keep doing the work. As these waves of ascension come upon you, you learn, you grow, you move into that hermit phase where you get to leave your light shining for the world. Let the divine know that you're alive and well and listening, and you want to move to the next level. And this is what they're pushing you to do. Do the work. The King of Pentacles works hard. They work hard and they attain their goals. What is it that you're showing the world right now? How are you fronting up? You want this connection. I know you do. Ace of Cups, look at this. This is what you're telling the world. I want a fresh new start. I want this to come upon me. I'm ready. I'm done with the push and pull. I'm done with runners and chasers. I'm done with separation, because look what shows up in your soul space. Look at all this agitation, the 5 of Wands, right? Spirit knows what you want, and you're fronting up that way in your 3D space. This is what you're showing the world here, Ace of Cups. I want a new start. What is in your soul space? It's still fighting. It's still having arguments. It's still in some level of, like, your soul is rubbing up against a cheese grater. But I always say that 5 of Wands is really pissy energy. It is. It's like arguing over who left the coffee pot on. And it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Because what's rising up against you now is another wave of ascension. And what I want to say to you guys is, when frustration comes upon you, like, it feels like you just want to, like, it drives you nuts. It makes you feel like you're crazy. But what I've come to know about this journey, what I know so far, is that every time I was close to a breakthrough, this feeling was in my soul, this real agitation, like I could snap someone. Sometimes it would present as like melancholy, like feeling sad, but more often than not, when I was about to have a major breakthrough, I would get this real agitated feeling, like I just, you know, like something's brewing. Why won't it just tip over already? So this is what I'm picking up for your soul space right now, is that you are feeling agitated, that Spirit is pushing you back into this hibernation where they want you to learn and grow. all right, and they will be giving you some kind of indications about what this space is all about, what this King of Cups energy is all about. But essentially they're going, we want to keep you in this Nine of Pentacles, independent energy while you learn and grow. Just excuse me for a sec, I just got a little technical. There we go, all better. Now, where was I at? We are looking now, what is your challenge right now? Your challenge is the world. No surprises there, right? It feels a little bit tough to be in 3D right now. But the energy of the world is such a powerful energy. It's one of the most powerful cards in tarot, because when this card comes through, it says to us that we've got everything that we need to move on to the next part of the journey. So it's like, I always equate this to like a tradesman or a surgeon, and they're moving on to the job that they need to do, and they have every bit of equipment that they need to complete the task. And essentially what the frustration is here is going, I feel like I've done everything I need to do. Why am I still sitting in separation? Why are you pushing me back down this path of having to learn and grow, purge, rise again, dark night of the soul again? Like, why am I continually in this cycle of feeling like sometimes I have hope, sometimes I lose all hope and feel like I've got to learn this all again? And what does that lead me to? Massive amounts of frustration and feeling like I haven't got everything that I need, or wanting, what is it that I'm missing so that I can move on to the next part of the journey? It's making me frustrated and at times melancholy. I want this new start. What do I have to do to achieve it? Now, what Spirit is saying here is their advice. In the advice card from Spirit, we've got the Devil. Now, the Devil comes through because, look, in this space, when you're alone and just in your thoughts, and all you want is that 10th pentacle to come through, you can tip into a space of obsession. You can. And like the Devil is, those worldly challenges. So it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, for sure. But for twins, when this comes through as advice from Spirit, it's like you might be being warned that you're about to tip into a space where the energy becomes obsessive. All right. So you've been in a space where it's gone, I'm really frustrated, and I can't get the answers that I need. It might tip you into a space where it becomes your dominant thought, or you get obsessed. You want to stalk, you want to know what they're doing, you want to know what they're up to. It's like, it feels like, you're not going to rely on everything that you've learned through Ascension. You want to know what the physical 3D is, and it becomes a little bit obsessive, which is, it's tough energy to sit in. And I want to say, I see you. I know what that feels like, and it can makes you feel bloody balmy, and that you just want my fresh new start. And I feel like if I just dig in a little deeper, and figure out the worldly stuff, I'm going to get the answer that I want. But Spirit is saying what they want you to do is work on you, which I know you're sick of hearing it. But here comes another round of dipping into that independent space where you're learning and growing and figuring out what it is that you need to do to get to your next level of ascension. Now, with twins, you do not have to be perfect to come into union, but your energies have to vibrate well enough that you can hold the union, so that your egos aren't rising up to take it apart, because your ego gets scared of what's next. You feel so much. It's such a big energy that at any point, if it comes unstuck, you get smashed again. So as much as you want it, your ego is terrified of it as well. And to bring these into levels of balance is the kicker. Now, where this obsession comes around, and you just want to know what they're doing, what they're thinking, what is their next move going to be, it can tip you off balance. It can push you into a space where it's not conducive to bringing the union back together. So be wary of this one, twin flames, like divine feminine or masculine, whichever one has joined me is the one who's trying to find out this information. Be wary of tipping into that obsessive stalker space where the only thing that you're concerned about is bringing the 3D connection around. Constantly keep your eye on the prize of ascension. If you keep your eye on the prize of ascension, the universe will do everything in its power to make the change. That will conspire with you to bring the change around for you. Look at this. The likely outcome is that you can have a 180. The energy is available to you, but there's still a little bit of work to do. Okay, I love that the Wheel of Fortune comes in as your likely outcome, because you will get through this cycle. This does not necessarily mean union. I'm going to call it. It doesn't mean union, but it means you'll come out of these heavier energies that you're currently struggling with, feeling like you're more on track than you've ever been. And the next phase will want to unlock. Universally, we're in some interesting windows between the 3rd and 7th of June. We've got that Sirius gateway where, like, get into meditation under this window and let the universe bring down as much information as you can handle from the other realm towards your ascension journey. It's a great time to be in meditation. But universally, we're moving out of a time where a lot of the questions were, am I good enough? Am I lovable? Am I worthy? Am I on the right path? Am I? And under this energy, probably over the next 10 weeks, you're going to start to receive information that reaffirms the I am. I am very strong. I am very capable. I am on path. I am ready for my journey to move to the next chapter. I don't need union to be okay, because I'm always connected to my twin. I'm always receiving information. I'm always bouncing back and forth, and I'm going to be very, very wary that this energy is upon me that will tip me in to struggle. It will tip me back into that obsession, back into that stalker mode, back into chaser mode, which if we can avoid at this point in time, will really, really serve us. So let's have a look. Let's grab some tarot, and we will. This is not to fuel stalker mentality, honestly, not to fuel the obsession, but let's have a look at the energies that are playing upon the divine masculine. Because we do want to know. We want to know, are they making progress? Is the work that I'm doing affecting the work that they're doing? I know this is not to feel that stalker energy, but just to take the temperature, just so we can relieve a little bit of, take the pressure off. What's going on, divine masculine? What's happening with you? Righto, so we've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the Empress. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the 7 of Wands. And look at that. We've got the 9 of Cups. Underneath the deck, we've got the Page of Cups, Temperance, and the 5 of Swords in reverse. So the push from the universe at this point in time, look at this. And when the Page of Cups comes out, like it's sweet, it's nice, but it's underdone. Look at this page offering a fish in a cup. Really, divine feminine, do you want a fish in a cup at this point? These connections, until they're ready, it's like, I use the analogy, if you've got a roast in the oven and you've got people coming over for dinner, you don't want to take that roast out before it's cooked just right. You don't want people having to eat a meal that's going to make them unwell, or a meal that's going to taste awful, and in the same breath, you don't want to overcook it. You want it to be just right. And what the universe is saying right now is that the masculine is on his journey. He is preparing to make better offers, but a fish in a cup is really underdone. It's not the offer that you want. We're waiting for more of a king or an emperor, right? A Page of Cups is still saying that the push against the divine masculine under time is to get them to sort of make better offers with regards to these connections, but at the moment it's still fish in a cup energy. We've got the Temperance card, which I really like in this scenario. So like if the divine masculine's best effort right now is to offer a fish in a cup, what they're saying is that they're trying to bring moderation to what that looks like. So if you can, Temperance card to me always asks you to put yourself in the position of somebody else. So to bring to a conversation moderation or different perspectives, allow yourself to see multiple viewpoints so that the best outcome is a balanced, moderated one. And here we've got, like, the divine will help you bring a moderated form of communication around. See this? Like, these two are connected. Look at that. Look at that spiritual connection, and you've got this divine being managing the connection between the two. Now, at the moment, that cup has got a fish in it, but what spirit wants to push through is more of its divine essence. So they are looking to bring that forward. Five of Wands in reverse is going. This card in the upright is definitely that victory with collateral damage. So at this point, we're just feeling the collateral damage. I'm not feeling the victory between being able to moderately deliver communication and divine, like the offer that you want. When this comes through the right way up, I embrace that card, especially for twin flames. When it comes through in the reverse, the way I read it is just about the collateral damage. There's no victory when it's in the reverse. But Spirit is really trying to moderate how that presents for the divine masculine, and get him past just this fish in a cup offer. So what's playing the push for him right now really is, it is the Four of Wands in reverse is saying that he's really not presenting as being ready for union, but the push is against him. It's like, I don't know, it still has that it shows up in his energy means that it does want to manifest. It does, but it's just not ready. It's underbaked. It's not done. It's on its head. The victory is all upside down. Its stability is on its head. Even though it's a push against them, is like, you're not going to get this. You're not going to get this in the upright where it's joyful and happy and celebrated and stable and loving and fertile, all those wonderful things, when his best offer is the fish in a cup. So even though that energy is pushing against him, he's still not ready for the full impact of that union. What's he doing? How's he presenting to the world? This is where the kicker is, and this is why it's going to feel tough for you for Divine Feminine, because if you have been doing this stalking, you're probably seeing him being quite giving to people, being quite capable, and looks like he's in balance, like he has plenty to offer. This could even suggest that you're seeing him give to another connection, or give to family, give to friends, being in quite a charitable mood. But you're like going, well, where's the charity towards our connection? Where's your kind heart towards our conversations? Why is it that, and for some who've received breadcrumb conversation, why is it that I'm getting breadcrumbs and you're happy to deliver in balance to other people? So, I can see if you're looking in on your divine masculine, you're still connected to other people and appearing to be giving quite freely and being quite kind to other people, that could lead to a level of frustration. What is he holding in his soul? I do feel like this is how he views you, Divine Feminine, like that you are his empress, and that you are held in high esteem, even though he's not bringing that towards you, even though his best offer is fish in a cup. Look at this, is like you feel, why do you feel that if your soul blueprint is one and the same, so that connection that plays out between you is, solid and good, here you are in this feeling of going, well, how can you see me as an empress and give me breadcrumbs, give me fish in a cup? No wonder I feel frustrated. If I'm feeling the way that you hold me, the love that you send towards me is going, you think I'm an empress? You register I'm an empress energy? Why is it? Why is it that you just won't come forward and fix this? And this is why you can see that those energies are really opposed from each other. I would say this is one of the higher echelon energies in tarot, and this is one of the lowest. Like, this is one of the pissiest energies in tarot, and this is one of the most esteemed. So you can see there, these two are not balanced. If this is what the feminine is holding and this is what the masculine is holding, in the soul space, quite clearly that's not a balanced energy, and I can see why you're feeling the frustration of that divine feminine. What is his challenge? His challenge is to get on mission. Look, Page of Pentacles in reverse. If that was this way up, it goes, oh, look, he's getting to work. He's making it happen. Even if it's just at the very, very beginnings of the journey, he's there. He's making it happen. But he's upside down. He hasn't even got to the starting line. And look at you. You've gone, I've done all this work. Again, look at the polarities there. Do you wonder why you're feeling this pull right now? Because if his challenge is to get on the starting block and your challenge is to, I've completed the journey, I'm ready to go, do you see how that would cause this kind of polarity to play out in your soul space? Like the level of ascension you've achieved versus where I perceive the divine masculine to be, they're poles apart, aren't they? Look at this. The challenge. I'm here. You're here. How do we bring that all together? It's like really really poles apart from each other. What we've got here, look at this. Look at this. And I really want you, I'm just going to say that under there, I really want you to see this divine feminine. I really do. And I want you to take it to heart because, you know, I understand why you really want to stalk. I really understand the obsession for knowing what is he thinking, what is he doing, why can't this just sort itself out? Look how defensive he is. Look at this. I don't want you to see anything. All you're going to see, you're not going to see my pain. You're going to see my struggle. You're just going to see me being giving to other people. And if I give you communication, it'll be breadcrumbs. Look, so defensive. So what is this rising up in you? This feeling to want to bring, like, if you two are magnets and he's pulling this way, he's pulling you with him, like into that obsessive stalking energy. And really, divine feminine, this is what you're going to have to rise up against right now. Spirit is saying, because he's being so defensive, it's pulling you into that obsessive stalker energy. And if you can do whatever you can do, like in this hermit independent energy, to stop that devil energy rising, it might help alleviate some of that real fight that you're feeling in your soul, or even for some are feeling melancholy. If you can get into the space where your number one focus is you, meditation and ascension, it will do the polar opposite. Turn this devil energy upside down and pull you this way. It will turn his defensiveness upside down and pull him that way. You have to have a void between you, right? For this connection to come online, a void has to happen so that it's not runners and chasers. So the void has to be evenly tipped into by both parties, so that you're like, if you fill the void for him, like if he pulls this way and you fill the void for him by constantly obsessing and stalking, he's got no reason to pull back. What you need to be able to do is to be able to hold balanced energy, create the void for him to be able to step forward. And when I say step forward, it will step him forward into his ascension responsibilities. So they will have to then be pushed into this hermit energy so that they rise and be able to come together. And then what do we see? What do we see as a likely outcome if you can pull this off, divine feminine? Look at this. A change in fortunes. The wheel of fortune turns your way, and what do we see with the divine feminine? He's got 9 of cups. 9 of cups. It's like your wish is coming true, your blessings are full, your cups runneth over. This is the kicker for me. If you can avoid right now tipping into that space where they're being uber defensive to you, making you want to chase, obsess, and dive into the less positive energies of this journey, even though he's given to other people. Could be a karmic partner, could be family, could be however that other party throws up that he's giving to. Try. And I know it's however you find your way to do it, to be able to lean on the divine and get support, not to tip into that I'm going to chase you energy. Righto. Let's have a quick look from our Divine Love Oracle and see if we can get any, just the last couple of messages before we wrap this one up. Let's have a look. Whoops. So many cards here. I created this deck of cards from my own twin flame journey, things I learned along the way, and messages that I thought will be useful because, you know, twin flames have their own specific language and their ascension journey. You know, there's some mile markers along the way. So let's see what we've got. First one out is Through New Eyes. Let's grab this one. Call in your guides and angels. Let's just grab one more. Ooh, false mask. Right. This is interesting. So what we've got here, Through New Eyes, quite literally, this is what Spirit is asking you to do, is to find a new view on these connections. So here they're being defensive, they're giving to other people. The natural response to this push-pull scenario is you want to chase, right? You want to tip into those obsessive stalker energies. Spirit's going, find another way through it this time. Find another way through. Look through new eyes at your connection. And if you can make your only focus when you're feeling that pull or you're feeling that frustration, you're feeling that dive into the depths, is to go, my only responsibility to this connection is my own ascension. If you can get there, Divine Feminine, this journey will start to live for you. And how do I know this? Because I've been there. This is the kicker. This is the linchpin, is to move through your ascension away from these toxic energies. We've got call in your guides and angels. That reinforces this message, doesn't it? And what I want to say to you is that your guides and angels won't help you if you do not ask. They stand assembled on the other side of the realm, watching everything that's going on, just waiting for you to call them in and help your journey. So this is beautiful for this. Through new eyes. Look through their eyes. Look through the eyes of the divine as often as you can for information, versus looking to your 3D reality to give you the mile marker for where you're at. If you're just looking in and going, well, he's with his karmic, he's with his family, he's doing everything else but contacting me, it will put you out of alignment. But if you can call in your guides and angels, see the journey through new eyes with your only focus being ascension, I promise you will get a, that's where the 9 of Pentacles will turn into bringing in the King of Cups and giving you the 10. Ascension is the key. Ascension is the absolute kicker. Now what we've got here, false mask. If there's a message of hope that you've got out of this, I want to say to you that you know, this defensive energy is a false mask for whatever's playing out under the surface. So show up as much as you can, Divine Feminine, in your absolute integrity. Lean on the collective when you're feeling low, when you're feeling down and you need someone to cheer you on. And look, there are unions coming online. These connections are real. They are real. You can believe in them, and the kicker to you having your union come online is your focus on your ascension journey. This is a false mask. Reality is a false mask. And if you can take yourself away from that scenario and just keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize, because in there, my loves, that's where the gold is. That's where you get to bring these things closer to union. Righto. That was a big read, and I just want to say to you, I'm sending so much love and support on your journeys, and I'm connecting with so many of you through the private readings I do, and then reaching out to people on in online groups, getting to know some more people. And I see your struggle, and I feel it deeply in my heart, and I want to help as much as I can. And if we can keep our finger on the pulse for this next wave of twins who are working hard on their ascension, they're in separation, they're not hearing from their partner, I want to let you know we see you, and we want to give you as much hope as we can that these unions are real. And if you keep doing the work, it will change. As it has for me, it will change for you too. I want to give you so much hope on that journey. So if you like the way I deliver a message, the way I read, the support I'm able to give the next wave of twins, I would love it if you could do the like, share, subscribe, and we can reach as many twins on this next wave as we can and support them into union. If you've listened so far, thank you, and sending you so much love. Take care of you until we talk to you next time. Bye for now.